Hello, my favorite fellow YouTubers. I wanted to come to you and make a video about some of my pre-operal things I've done. It's about 3 days before surgery. I am actually in quarantine. On Friday, I had to go to do my pre-op appointment at the hospital. I went in for work and then I did my pre-op appointment that evening. And they had told me when they called that I would have to take the COVID test before surgery, the same day I do my pre-op. And then after I took the test, I had to self quarantine until surgery day. So I asked them to give me the very last day that I could get, and they can get the results and everything back. For work. So they had a Friday. And so yesterday was actually my last day physically being at work. And I will work actually Monday and Tuesday from home. But on yesterday was my last day being at work. So I actually did the COVID test. I had to do labs and blood work. They ran down all of the do's and don'ts before surgery. And after surgery, they gave me this little bag and booklet that told me everything that I needed to do. They gave me a special antibacterial wash that I have to use the night before surgery. I have to wash myself with it, and the morning before coming in. Um, so be the day before that, Thursday, because as you know, I'm having a hysterectomy as well. So I went in and I did a pre-op with my OBGYN. She just basically talked over her surgeries, what's going to happen, reassured me that she was ready for surgery and prepped. And she looked at my belly and just told me the things that her and my doctor, my plastic surgeon doctor, talked about. And it was pretty much quick. Before I went to see her, I went to see a hematologist about my iron. He did a lot of labs. He told me that my iron was low, but it wasn't low enough that he felt uncomfortable with me having the surgery. So what he decided to do was not give me the iron infusion prior to. Your range should be from 12 to in between 12 and something, but I was like 11.1, and before that it was 11. So he said that was a good thing, it wasn't going down. So he said that people can have an open heart surgery, and if it's at a 10, he would recommend it. So with having iron infusions, he told me that um even if he gave it to me, it wouldn't make my numbers get there any faster. So what he had planned to do was I'm going to see him. I think he said the second week after I get out, so that they can check it again and make sure it's all. And then he'll give me an iron infusion then if I need it. So I've already set that and put it on the book. I've kind of made myself some little notes here that I want to talk about, and things that I feel like you guys would want to know. My video prior to this one, it kind of went through the surgeries that I was having, the reason I decided to have those surgeries. If you didn't watch that video, go back and watch that video, so it'll give you a little more clarity, so I won't have to add it to this video. Okay, so I talked about the COVID-19. So the COVID-19 test, COVID-19 has just changed it for everybody, and I won't talk on that a lot. But with doing the COVID-19, I'm here in Texas, and the cases have spiked, and so they went back and made some more changes, because prior to this, they had all elective surgeries on hold. And so then it opened back up. I was able to get on the books, and so now it has changed. One thing has changed. My mom's going to fly here, but my mom won't be able to be at the hospital. I can only have one person to be at the hospital, which it'll be my husband. And then even then, they told me the visiting hours is over at 8, and he would have to leave, and he can't come back until he come to pick me up downstairs at the front door. She said that we can FaceTime, we can do all these things, but he won't be able to come back. So that was kind of a bummer for me. I think that kind of made me a little more nervous than I expected. And then also, it was a bummer for my mom. She's used to being there, but I just told her, you're gonna be here for the good part to help me, watch me, because I'm going to get through this. And so she's going to come in the day before. But if I had a known it, I probably would have pushed her back a couple of days, and that way she could stay a couple of days longer on the back end. But anyway, I'll get to see her in my normal self and chat and talk, and we can talk before surgery. So that's still good anyways. Um so that's the changes for COVID-19. So I wanted to talk about my surgeon. His name is Dr. Malik Cuddy. He has a practice here in Sugar Land, Texas. If anybody wants to look him up, I did like call a lot of people. I looked at a lot of before and after pictures. I've watched 101 YouTube videos. And honestly, it was around the time when COVID was going on, and I was self quarantining. And Dr. Cuddy and his nurse, Miss Kelly, has been wonderful. They were emailing me back and forth. I actually did a virtual consultation with Dr. Cuddy, and I was off that day, and they was talking to me, and he was like, I think his nurse actually was like, do you have, since you're off today, can you come in? And so I did. So me and my husband, we both went in and to see Dr. Cuddy. He was just really friendly, really nice. I got a good vibe from him. Any surgery that I've had, um, even with my cesareans, like that is important that you get that feel for the doctor, I should say. And Dr. Cuddy has been doing plastic surgery for 24 years. He have his own practice. The office is really, really nice when you go in it. And a lot of his stuff he can do in-house. But a tummy tuck, of course, you have to go to the actual hospital facility. With having a tummy tuck, he actually do not want me to stay in the hospital any days. My hysterectomy doctor, I mean my OBGYN, but my hysterectomy is why they want me to stay a couple of days, but due to COVID and the spikes, they said they're going to try to get me out the very next day. So that would all work out because they want me up and moving about. They don't want me sitting down, and because you could potentially set up a blood clot and all of those good things. So hopefully, even with them saying my husband leaving at 8 o'clock, I'll be going home with my mom and my husband the next day. So they did give me all the steps. We have been on Amazon today. I feel like I'm so behind, but not really. I've been gradually ordering stuff. I was going to get a recliner or a bed or something or another to, put in the living room. But ultimately, I end up deciding on getting like wedge pillows for my knees and my back because they want you to kind of be at an incline. I've heard that, your stomach, you will be walking hunched over. I've watched all kind of people put their things you would need to prepare for surgery on there, and I kind of picked and choose. I'm going to have drains after surgery, so I bought a little drain holder. I bought a walker to help me get around. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use that or not. Babe said no, so I said I'm gonna keep my receipt because if I don't, I'll take it back. Um, and what else I bought? Like extra comfy pajamas. They say wear loose baggy clothes, so I bought that. I got like a backpack. I've already picked up my pain medicine and all the medicines that I need. My doctor gave my prescription from my plastic surgeon doctor gave my prescription in advance so I can pick them up. He said I didn't need to bring them to the hospital because the hospital will give me everything I need there just for when I get home. I've heard a lot of people say do not miss a dosage to keep you from hurting in between and that medicine having to kick in before and you have that pain. I know after my weight loss surgery, I know how the medicine feel, and I think I have a pretty good pain tolerance, but I'm not planning on missing those dosage for the first, couple of days or whatever. But I know after I had my weight loss surgery, I was kind of trying to go ahead and push that medicine away and not really wanting to take it as much. And so it kind of lingered on by a week. By the end of the week, though, I was feeling much better and up walking around and stuff like that. So we'll see how that go. But I have it all ready to go. So I told you about my doctor. I told you who I chose. And my doctor for my OBGYN, I've been seeing her since I've been here in Texas, and her name is Bridget Paris. Um, with her, it was just kind of just trying to get them two in the same facility, because actually one facility to have it at, it was more expensive than having it at another, and they both was licensed at both. And so when it came to my plastic doctor, he was willing to do either or, but he was just letting me know it was just going to be a lot more costly over there at Herman Memorial versus Methodist. So that's where we end up deciding to have it at Methodist, because I was like, hey, I don't want to pay all this much money just for a hospital table. I'm going to have the same two surgeons, so I'm glad we came together on that. Um, my actual surgery, my hysterectomy procedure is going to be covered under my insurance. Portion of it is, and I still have to pay a portion. So that's one thing. But my plastic surgery is not covered. It is 100% out of pocket. So my doctor, I know I probably could have went somewhere and got it done cheaper. I know there's a lot of people where they fly to different states to get other doctors. Me personally, I chose to have my surgery here in Texas. It's maybe 15 to 20 minutes from my house. I just did not want to have to go to the airport and just trying to fly, and you're going to be sore and God knows what else. So I just felt more comfortable having my surgery. Even with my weight loss surgery, I felt comfortable having it, closer to home, because I mean, there's people they go over to Mexico and Tijuana, and I have nothing against that, but I just feel like if something goes wrong, then I want to be able to call my doctor or my surgeon and be right here in the US than being across seas. And there's hundreds and thousands of people that have went overseas and got it done and was practically fine. I just feel more comfortable having my doctors here at bay if something happened, because just like after my weight loss surgery, I did develop a blood clot a week out, and so it was just comforting to be here with my doctor. I was actually in Nashville, which was like 45 minutes from Bowling Green, and the doctors in Bowling Green didn't know my case, but they quickly shot me in an ambulance down there, and I got to see my surgeon, and he knew his work and he trusted it, and all is well. I'm still here today. So, total for my plastic surgery cost is going to be 16,785, and my tummy tuck portion of it is 85. I'm having lipo of my lower back and my love handles and all of that, so that once they tighten up everything and my tummy tuck can look fine. Actually, those two procedures, each time they do a certain area of lipo, it's a different charge. So liposuction of the lower back and the love handles and flanks, there were $2,800 a piece, but he gave me a discount, so he actually waived that out. So with the $8,500, both of my surgeon actually does that anyway, just to make it look better. It's, he usually would charge you for that, but he's not. And then I am going to do a buttock sculpting, and it's not the same as a BBL. BBL, they take the fat, transfer it, and make you have a big butt. That's not what I'm doing. He's actually going to sculpt around it with the liposuction to make my butt look in comparison with my stomach and my love handles and everything now. So it's buttocks sculpting, not a BBL. So all in all, the doctor's portion when I got done with all of that was 10,007. Um, and then you usually have to, I had to pay a $250 deposit that's non-refundable if you cancel, and then 2 weeks prior to surgery you have to pay him all of his money in full. They do have financing options. They have Care Credit. There's some other ones they have out there. I have always had a Care Credit card. I used to use it for dental work. That's where I very first got the card. And then I used to take the puppy. The veterinarians take the card. And so I would take her and use that card. So I just basically upped the limit, and I paid for a portion of my surgery with Care Credit and a portion out of pocket. So there is financing options out there if you guys, need that whenever you go and get it done. And the anesthesia person called me separately, and then my the facility for Methodist called me separately, and I had to pay those as well. So that's where my grand total come from. And that's all I pretty much had on my list of things to talk to you guys about. I will try to vlog a video prior to going into surgery. I'm gonna try to do something when I get out. I just don't know how I'm feeling. So I will post afterwards and just try to keep you guys updated. But my goal is to post it week 1, week 2, week 3, and then maybe we'll go to months out. Then I'm gonna come back and show you guys. I want to show you guys some before pictures as well and after. So I gotta keep you guys updated. But if you guys have any other questions that I did not answer in this video, you can comment down below. And when you comment, I will go back and read those and try to answer it in one of my other videos, or I will make a video just to answer some questions for you guys. So again, I am 3 days post-op. I am going in on July the 1st, which is Wednesday. Today is Saturday. And I'm honestly, I'm getting a little nervous, excited. But I am a God-fearing woman, so I really believe that, I trust and believe that everything's going to be fine. I'll come out fine. Yeah, so I'll give you guys an update on how it feels, the walkthrough, and all of that. So that's all I have for this video. If you guys, like I said, have any other questions, leave them down below. Until then, peace out.